the margin over 33,000 is wise, in our opinion. That means that we would have quite a large chunk of money that at the moment is residing in NatWest Bank earning 0.03%, which is not very good. But in addition to that, you know the posh words for it, Mike, the cover that we get from government, if any bank fails, what's that called?
Financial
compensation scheme. Yeah. That tops out now at £70,000. It was £85,000, and we do go above that from time to time. So it's prudent to keep the level at any bank below that level. So there's two reasons for looking for another bank. Mike has researched it and has come up with a recommendation that we place, how much is it, Mike? 40-something thousand.
£49,640.
Which is the balance at the end of last year on our accounts, all about £1 and a bit. We put that into the Nationwide in an instant saver account, an instant access account, which means we can handle it. It's paying 0.8%, not very good, but considerably better than that we've been receiving. So his recommendation is that he be authorised to open that new instant access account with Nationwide. So I'm proposing that from the chair. Can I have a second, please? All in favour? Okay, he's also recommending that the new bank account be structured to allow access by 4 of us only: the RFO, the chairman, the deputy chairman, and the chair of the F&G meeting, the F&G committee. Which means it'll be quicker and easier and whatever. So I would propose that recommendation we adopt. Can I have a second, please? All in favour? I should have said, is anybody against? So finally, Mike, thank you very much.
Yeah, well done.
Good job for us. We're very well controlled and it's all very clear to us.
Did you want to do any with any Woodlands Water capital? Did you want to put any Woodlands Water capital into Nationwide as well?
No, well,
because at the moment you've got some money sitting there. It's not
this raises
this
raises another issue, Mike, that you and I have talked about, but we haven't resolved, and that is the amount that we put on deposit at Nationwide doesn't have to reflect what's in the reserves. It can be what's in the reserves plus what we've. So could we talk about that? The answer to that is yes. Why don't we move more into it? Could you let Mike and I make that decision? Or is that just the normal activity between? Okay. Thanks.
Let's get the council set up first.
Thank you. Have I thanked you enough?
You want to do it again?
Highways. Councillor Sams, anything?
Yeah, obviously there's various things going on. Tom is driving lots of potholes and those things that obviously been set off to the relevant things. There was a tree down on the lane last week that was cleared very quickly because they were told it was completely. Obviously there's no other information on the A20 apart from the minutes that everyone's got to the meeting. And Mike has been working out on Goddington Lane. There's an issue about cleaning the road because of all the debris, and we've now not been able to use customer services. That's stopped as a service, but we have got a so we can't email customer services, but there's a I can give it a name of who we should be reporting calls to. And I know Mike's been working on the other bit of Goddington.
I have looked at 6 times to highways.
That's one yesterday, a reply from them, and we'll report accordingly. That's it.
And what happened about the HTV signs? What do you want to know? I haven't heard that.
Can I make an observation? So I went to the Lenham Parish Council meeting a month or so ago, and I learned something there about speed bumps. They actually, Lenham, correct me if I'm wrong, Penny, but Lenham actually paid to have speed bumps put in where they feel it appropriate. Is that correct?
You know more than I do, sorry. I don't know with my answer.
You were thinking of planning
Yeah,
when it was
I've
being
just
discussed.
sorry.
Yeah.
I missed that.
And you know, I just wonder.
Where are these speed bumps in there?
Yes, that's exactly. I wouldn't know where they are.
Okay, that's.
I think I don't think they have any. I think it's they
I don't think they do now, but they did have. That's my memory. My age.
I don't know. But we were advised against speed bumps.
You're advised against.
Against.
Yeah.
And we are putting up white gates at the entrance of the village with 30-mile sign on it.
Mm.
And it looks very villagey. If you go around, several villages have it. It's really
Is
nice.
that at your expense?
Frightened up.
Yeah, I think it's better than flash in the eyes.
Is that at the parish council's expense?
That's what we are doing.
Mm. I'm concerned about speeding and how you do something about that.
Yeah.
But
But that is a visual sign that people should stop and slow down. It's white, like gates on the road.
And there is still talk quite a lot about the 20-mile-an-hour
Yeah.
speed limit now, looking into it, rolling it out more around the whole place.
Mm.
So that's something we ought to
Okay.
get in hold of.
Yeah.
And the pothole situation is bad, isn't it? And the state of the roads is bad. A lot of the village roads are awful, aren't they? I'm not sure. Okay. Thank you. Hopefully you dealt with street names for CTRL development. The name is...
I've given you all
The
the
name is
colour
gonna
ones,
be-
it's just going to make it easier to discuss things. Now, I know there's been a lot of discussion over email about street names. I'm still going to do my little speech because I contacted the Harrietsham History Society, as I have done with other developments, to try and find out the history of the sites so that the names for those sites is relevant. Because it's quite nice to include history, I think. Personally.
Absolutely.
So the list came back from the History Society. It was interesting. Some of the information was taken from the Alex Bottle map of 1728, and it would appear that Southfield was a name used a lot. There was Great Southfield, Little Southfield, Long Southfield, Southfield Meadow. So the History Society had suggested Southfield's Way. Now I should just say that all the names we choose tonight, if the post office don't like them because there's something similar close by, we will have to change their name. So just keep that in mind. So the next one that they mentioned was the fact that part of the land, the CTRL land, was actually owned by the Earl of Chesterfield. So another suggestion was Chesterfield Close. And then there was more recent landowners, Trinity College, they'd mentioned Trinity Drive, and they'd also suggested things like Union Close because of the link with Union Rail and Ambrose Drive because of the local farmer. But I know that councillors were keen to also use names of the War Memorial, and they did give us a list of names with possible suggestions. So I'm just going to put it out there first of all. If we wanted to use some of the suggestions from the Harrietsham History Society, the orange one, which is the one which will actually be our street name as a parish council, because we are number 4, that should be our parish office. That one, Southfields Way, possibly. Just going to put it out there, first of all.
So you're saying Orange is south, suggesting
Southfields
Southfield Way.
Way. And then the blue one, because that's tiny, could be the Chesterfield Close. And possibly Trinity Drive for the long yellow one coming up the other side. I did then think that possibly you could have Union Close as the little pink one, but I would at least like to see the first three in there somewhere, please, because I think they're really nice. And it's nice to use the history
I
of
think
them.
the first three are absolutely fantastic.
And then you can
And I
see
would
if you want to
suggest
start using
for the
some
other two
names.
that you probably use Buckingham Close. as
Well,
one,
which one?
Or Buckingham Drive for the
Yeah.
green. Sorry, Tom.
So what colour is it? Trinity Drive, what are you suggesting? That's
Well, hang on,
Yellow.
let's start from the big one.
So the orange is Southfield's Way.
right.
Yes. Is it a lime green or is that a yellow?
Well, this one coming up, you've got a dark green and a yellow.
Right, that's the yellow.
Yeah.
The yellow one we're suggesting to be Trinity
Drive.
Drive.
Blue is Chesterfield.
Blue, you're going Chesterfield Close.
Yeah. Tom's got his hand up.
I know he's going to.
So we've got two to go.
I've suggested the green one being Buckingham Drive.
Hang on. So green.
Reason being that out of all of those, we're starting with rank seniority because it was Major Buckingham. Right? And the next one, probably for the pink, we were going to go for Matthew's Close because he was the captain.
That's with 1 team, yeah. We'll have to check.
We will check.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
quite
it
an
was two.
unusual
I
thing,
thought it
isn't
was
it?
two, but anyway,
And that would be,
the pink one. But
Oh.
unless Tom wants to
yeah.
interject, and I'm quite happy.
Mr. Chairman, perhaps it's because I think the people in the room feel quite passionately about it. I think everyone does about people in the war memorial. And it just sort of gripes me hugely that there are people who have ownership of land being named in the plaque before there are people who have given their life for this village of their country. And whilst I understand the Southfields Way, because at least it's an environmental thing, I get that. As to regarding the ownership of land and the previous owners, I'm just totally anti, whether it's Earl of Chesterfield or Trinity Drive or certainly not Union Close or for that matter Ambrose Drive. I think that we should stick. If there's an environmental reason, and I understand, I've seen that, I can call them out, I get that, then that's fine. I understand there's no, I just feel that people on the War Memorial should be commemorated, and I don't think there's any other way that we could probably do it. I just feel so strongly that whether it's with respect a boring name or not a boring name, or whether or at least we should put it up there because they gave their lives for this village. And I know that we all would feel strongly about it in that respect, but I think that we should actually say that is where we stand on this. If there's an environmental one that comes up, fair enough, we'll bung it in there, but certainly not based on the ownership or who had the most wealth to purchase the piece of land back in 17 whenever it was. I think that's totally out of order, and certainly not Union Grove. What they did.
So just to sum that up, we've got 5 names, 5 rows to name. You're suggesting that Southfields Way is fine.
It's an environmental thing. I understand
It's actually the name of the field.
Yes, I
So-
get that.
And as the planning application came in as land south of the A20, I think it lends itself very well to it.
So Southfield is
Yes, Southfield's
Yeah.
one.
And as for the rest of it, again, I'm sorry, I do have a strong, whether one's a private or whether one's a whatever, I think that the safest and easiest way to go down that list is an extremely good reason we'll just go down alphabetical order, because I don't think we can get wrapped up in prejudice as to whether they're private, corporal or sergeant or whatever.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I just,
Do you want?
and I know that,
Well, you're having lots of the same starting lettering. Remember, we've got a couple of developments that are going to need
What do you
names.
mean from the, are you suggesting
I'm
from that list
suggesting
that
from
they're
the list.
suggesting?
But I think that the list has been looked at and I think is sound. I don't know whether he wants to do an age or why and just go up and down the list or whatever, but I just think that, you know, it's just wrong to name a piece of land in this day and age after someone's had lots of money in 1700 whatever. I just think it's wrong.
So that's why you want to eliminate Chesterfield and Trinity.
I think all four of them, Chesterfield, Trinity, Ambrose and Union. I know there's an Ambrose.
Well, we've only had the parish clerk nominated so far.
Yeah, no,
Which thank you very much.
yeah, I mean,
But
I've
there's
said
nothing for Union
the
Post and
answer like
Ambrose.
that.
Although Ambrose Drive would meet both.
Can I suggest, Mr Chairman, though, that Ambrose Drive you save for Chris Monks' triangle?
What?
Because actually, Chris Monks is
Yeah.
related to Ambrose. So it would be more sensible that we save Ambrose for when we get to Chris Monks' triangle.
Church Road.
Lee Davy triangle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're likely to get development there. He used Rover Field, and he's directly related to the
That's
Ambrose
the
family.
land south of East Church.
No. Church.
The
It's
church
still classed
road.
as land south of Church Road, but
The application that's been
Is that the one that's gone up to 90 houses?
the one that's gone up to 90
Well,
years.
okay, that's a logical thing to do.
Okay.
So,
Let me minute that. I think
How you remember that?
When we had the
How I
discussion
remember
on email, I think that, obviously there's councillors missing, but I think that there was quite a move to support those that are in there. And I agree with Tom, I think it is you know, it's the finest thing we can do for them, and lots of their family members are still around. And I think if we said it to the family members that had come to the rededication of the war memorial, I think they would have agreed with us.
so really,
That was fitting.
what we've got at the moment, it seems to me, is agreement on Southfields Way,
Yeah.
Buckingham Drive and Matthews Close.
Hang on, where do you want Buckingham Drive?
Fucking
Green.
Do you want it as the green one, or do you want it then as the yellow?
I put down green.
Where's the name?
Mentioned as
Sorry,
green.
where's the name
Is it
Buckingham
Drive?
coming from?
Is it,
The war
is that
memorial.
is the layout on
Wall.
the drive?
All of those ones at the bottom.
Oh,
Mac,
yeah.
So,
Should we go together then?
Yeah, I'm just thinking
Well-
that's more of a drive, isn't it?
oh, I see what you mean.
Can I just throw a little bit in there? We've got existing people living in the village with these names. They are directly related. Like Norris, he lives at the end of the road in Preston.
He's not directly related to that.
He's not directly related. No coincidence.
It's just coincidence.
Okay.
To
Right,
the
so-
point though,
Go back
are there
to-
any people related to these?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I'm just trying to keep down the line. Because even Tom's not related to the same Tom.
No.
Young in it's quite distant, right? The Parks family don't live in the village anymore. Sealed over.
I think it's the same.
I think we're safe. Yeah.
We haven't got any chance of
Bill's family live in Bearsted and over on Pilot Planet side. Okay.
We haven't by any chance had an RAF pilot drop-in.
Pardon?
We haven't by any chance had an aircraft, World War II aircraft crash in this parish. There is one in Sutton Valence, on the memorial. The poor bloke got shot down in a hurricane, crashed into the ground. That'd be beautiful if we could do that.
I think that's the History Society come up with something else.
Well, I've
So
come up with this list.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
we've
we've
got
got
the first, they're off
three-
the first one.
We've got 3 out of 5.
No, we haven't. They're all of them going
First
south as well.
These are the first one.
So which one are we saying south as well?
So that's the orange one.
So that's the,
I've written down Buckingham Drive, yellow,
So,
and
right, so we're
Matthews Close, pink. That seems to be.
right, so Matthew, thought with your check spelling.
What's it? Oh,
So then you've got blue and the tiny little blue, so really that's got to be something close. And then the green area.
Well, field close, it hits two things, doesn't it? A, it was a field, and B, it's gone on the morning more.
Yeah.
What's that, blue?
The tiny
Yeah,
little
little blue one.
So then you need one for the green area.
What's the easy court? Isn't that would be more like a court?
Got a little square.
Well, we can put court if you want to, and if they want to change it, then they will.
Well, I'm just looking at the two things we've got. Court.
But we don't have to have court, they've just put those on the end. We could have something
Well, I'm just-
away or
Okay,
so
I'll
we're looking
probably
at the
keep
green
that
out
last bit.
road.
Well, that's not a road, is it? We're looking at green.
Yeah.
It looks like a courtyard to me, so that's what it's called. So I propose Mill's Court.
Mill's Court. Right,
I
so
think it's a bit of a loss, isn't it?
if that's the final list, does someone want to propose it?
So I was saying Buckingham Drive.
Right, so shall I go through it?
Yeah.
So, orange will be Southfields Way.
Yeah.
Blue will be Field Close.
Yep.
Yellow will be Buckingham Drive.
Yep.
Green will be Mills Court.
Yep.
And pink will be Matthews Close. But can you double check the same situation?
Doesn't look like a close to me. That looks
Matthew
like-
what, sorry? Close.
Well, it is a close.
Yes, yes, yes.
That doesn't go anywhere, does it?
Well, it doesn't stop there, does it? It goes into green.
Yeah, but
Might be Matthew's fine.
The fact that it's
Yeah,
coloured
that's
gives it as a
would you want
division.
Matthews Way then instead of close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Matthews Way.
Or Avenue.
Oh, no.
Quite nice.
No, avenues are lined with trees. Please do not call the road, not lined with trees.
It's
An
got four
avenue.
trees.
Four trees.
4 tree way then.
So what are we doing?